We have the Solicits to look at. And I hadn't looked at these, so I did sort of skim a little bit, though, just in advance of recording. And they're doing that thing that I think they did last year, where these November Solicits also include the first week of December, it seems.
Okay.
For whatever reason. I think it's because when they do the December Solicits, they can include like the first 2 weeks of January, and then it starts to even back out again after that over time. So it's going to look like a couple of these are double shipping. They're not. Although there's definitely an extra Detective Comics in there overall, but we'll talk about that as we get to it. So these are for November. So first up, I did not know this was a thing. This was a surprise when I opened the solicits up. Batman Offworld issue 1, which is by Jason Aaron and Doug Mankey.
Okay, this is the best news that I've gotten in like 2 weeks. Look, we all know that how I feel about Batman. However, my love of Jason Aaron is, conversely related. And then you're going to give me Doug Mankey on art.
Is Jason Aaron done much DC work before?
Not too much DC itself, but he did a lot of Vertigo. So his first creator-owned book, Scalped, was through Vertigo.
Okay, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, he did some American. You'll read one of his stories in the American Vampire one shot thing that you'll get to, like the anthology. He did one of those. But as far as superheroes, not too much. I think I have an issue of him that was like Arkham Asylum Penguin that he had done like early in his career. So, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah, very interesting to see if this is like the start of something. Like if this is him going to be dabbling in more DC work going forward or not. But yeah, so this is about Batman going to space, basically. Obviously, that's what the title makes it sound like. But yeah, he's going to the cosmos to fight a threat that he's never fought before, and that's the idea. So yeah, Jason Aaron's writing a Batman comic. That's kind of the big news here.
Yep, let's go.
So we got Titans Beast World issue 1. This is the event that Tom Taylor's doing, sort of tied into his Titan stuff. So yeah, Ivan Reis and Danny Miki on the art. So I mean, honestly, there's nothing to really be upset about here. It's all the names you kind of want, and I'll take more Tom Taylor books in my life.
Yeah, I like that Beast Boy's taking center stage in it though, because it's really selling it as that it's Gar's story.
Sure.
And that everyone else is supporting him, which is nice because I feel like he's kind of not forgotten because he's been around, but he needs some spotlight right now.
Yeah, for sure. And I think if you just called it Beast Boy World, it probably wouldn't do that well. I think tying it to Titans and making it clear that they're all there, but it is Beast Boy centric, is probably the way to go.
Yeah.
We have Outsiders issue 1. Now we actually heard about the announcement of this a couple of weeks ago. Yep. This is the Jackson Lansing, Colin Kelly book, art by Robert Carey. This is the new sort of just pair between Luke Fox and Batwoman. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, we talked about it a bit when it was announced. Here's something I didn't know was coming: is Speed Force issue 1, which is Jarrett Williams writing with Danielle Di Nicolo on. I said that weird, but anyway.
Yeah. He did about as good as I would have.
Di Nicolo.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, so this is a Wally West and Avery comic.
Yep.
I mean, your thoughts? This is another Flash book. That's kind of interesting.
I'm okay with that. I don't know who this writer is, but I have seen. We'll say Daniele D. We'll just leave it there. That name sounds familiar. I feel like we've seen their art.
Oh
somewhere.
Yeah, I definitely.
It says Nightwing, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers here at the bottom. So
yeah, I definitely seen this artist's work before.
Yeah. So I'm not over on the social medias that much right now, but I did check something earlier this week, and I saw there was someone complaining about Flash people. They, out of anyone, Flash fans shouldn't be complaining about legacy characters, right? Because it's kind of the Flash. I'm wondering if this is what that was about. Kind of. Well, I mean, I just kept scrolling.
If you're a Flash fan, we've got the main Flash book starting a new run. We've got that J book coming up, and we've got this now coming up. So there is kind of a bouquet of Flash books.
Yeah.
This sort of autumn, which is kind of cool. So
yeah.
So again, I have no expectations because I really don't know this writer at all. But
yeah,
we'll see how it shapes. So obviously, I hope it's good. But yeah. We got Batman Santa Claus Silent Night issue 1, and this is issue one of 4, bizarrely. I assumed this was a one shot until I looked down. But this is Jeff Parker writing this with art by Michelle Bandini. So Jeff Parker makes this an instant want for me, because I've liked his work in the past. As a 4-part crossover event of a generation that begins when not so jolly Saint Nick hits Gotham City to investigate a brutal crime in the days leading up to Christmas. What manner of man or beast could have committed such atrocities? With the help of a former student, Batman, Santa will team up with the heroes of the DC universe to right this wrong, or the world wakes up to coal in their stockings. A brutal, two-fisted holiday tale of hope, wonder, and monster hunting. So this is out on the first week of December. So I'm going to assume this is a weekly book that will just play out during December. But I'm not going to lie, I think this is a great idea for a little Christmas miniseries.
Just, like, they had me, Santa in the DC universe, like, but a former student of Batman, or Batman's his former student, like, that is so funny.
I feel like someone watched that David Harbour movie last year at DC and said, wait a minute, we can do this. We can have Santa teaming up with Batman. We can do this shit. That's what that sounds like to me. And then we got some tie-ins for the Titans Beast World event. We got Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis issue 1. And this is a 48-page book with stories by Nicole Maines, Joshua Williamson, Zipporah Smith, and Dan Jurgens. And then we have Titans Beast World Waller Rising issue 1, which is a 48-page one-shot as well. And this is... Well, actually, to be fair, it doesn't actually say one-shot. I'm assuming these are one-shots. They could very well be one of something.
The 48-page, you know, that kind of is a good signifier.
So, yeah, and the Waller Rising, though, doesn't have a team of writers. It's only Chuck Brown, so this doesn't seem to be an anthology like the other one is. And then, obviously, going along with that, you have Titans issue 5, which is the usual team of Tom Taylor and Nicholas Scott. And then there's also Teen Titans Beast World Evolution issue 1, which is a 64-page, presumably one-shot, with stories by Marv Wolfman, Bob Haney, and Leah Williams. So they are putting some tie-ins out for this.
This is just a reprinting special.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it collects Teen Titans 5, Tales of the New Teen Titans 3, and that story from Leah Williams in Action Comics 1051. Each reveals a piece of Beast Boy's past. So it's basically that, you know, they did this, I think, with Cyborg as well, where they gave us, before his series. So that's pretty cool, though. It's got a great cover by Brad Walker. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, that is interesting. They're actually treating this with some like tie-in sort of status. Now, how good will the tie-ins be? I don't know. It's notable that Taylor's name is nowhere near any of these, so the quality might vary wildly, but at the very least, it should be a bunch of characters that I'm excited to read more of.
Yeah, the first one that had all the different, the Metropolis one, felt very Lazarus Planet-y. All those different ones that came out. The second one sounds like it has more of a point of view, because it seems like Waller's going up or teaming up or taking on the different, like the red, the green, the rot, and that type of stuff. So that one seems more pointed than the other one that just kind of seems like an excuse to put out a book. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's fair. So we got Batman 89 Echoes issue 1. This is written by Sam Hamm and art by Joe Quinones. So you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. After Harvey Dent's crusade against Gotham and Batman, the Cape Crusader has disappeared without a trace. In his place, ordinary citizens have taken to the streets to root out crime. As innocents get hurt, the question in everyone's mind is the same. Where is Batman? Sam Hamm, the screenwriter of the 1989 Batman movie, and Joe Quinones reunite for another tale in Gotham. So, new miniseries, presumably. Again, I feel like they're getting really bad at labeling these. If they're miniseries, if they're ongoings, they're not really telling us anymore. But this, I would assume this is a miniseries just based on what it is.
I didn't realize Sam Hamm was the screenwriter of Batman. And it just, with Sam Hamm, Batman, Gotham, It seems like this was, his job. It was meant to be.
Yeah. Well, if I remember correctly, I don't know if Joe Quinones did the comic book adaptation of the movie, but I remember there being a comic book adaptation that came with one of the Blu-rays from back in the day. Similar, we have Superman 78, the Metal Curtain issue 1 by Robert Venditti with art by Gavin Guidry. So, did Venditti do the last Superman 78 book? I think I thought he did.
I need to go and get that. I know it's out in trade now. I read the first issue and I really enjoyed it. And this seems like it's Robert Venditti doing Superman 4 because it involves the Soviet Union. Nothing about Nuclear Man, but
Nuclear Man.
Yeah. Whatever you said.
You don't say it like a no. I mean, you said it right, but I'm saying you can't say it normal. You have to say it like Gene Hackman says. You have to say nuclear Man.
Yes.
Some nuclear weapons.
Yes.
And then issue 2 is also solicited for that because that's a week 1 book. So issue 2 is start of December, as you'd expect. We got Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2.
I forget this exists and it makes me so happy.
The cover of this is Godzilla blasting his atomic breath, and Superman is just sort of like hanging out in his mouth, like next to the blast.
Like he's trying to dodge it, but also keep Godzilla's mouth open.
If I was to read this image, I would say that Superman is trying to keep his mouth open, and Superman did not know that Godzilla was then going to blast him with this as a countermeasure. So that's the what I think is going on. We got Detective Comics 1076, and that's how. So this is weird. So there's like 3 issues of Detective here. This one's actually a late solicit for October 31st. So the week 5 in October, and then there's 1077, which is scheduled for the 14th of November. And then there's 1078, which is scheduled for the 28th of November. So it does seem like Detective Comics, at least for 1 month in December, is double shipping. And possibly 2, because there might have been one already in October as well. Yeah,
so it says Batman Outlaw, the 5-part bi-weekly Detective Comics event starts here.
Okay.
And that's the one that comes out on Halloween.
They probably told us that, like last solicits.
Last time? Yep.
Yeah. No, this is part 3 of 5. We wouldn't have had part 1 yet. So no, this is new.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is literally parts 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, we wouldn't have known this from last solicits. Okay, well that's fun. It's still Ram V writing, so there's no reason to feel anything but just excitement.
And the name of the artist, Sean Alexander, sounds very familiar, but I don't know why. So yeah, if the art matches the covers, seems like it's gonna have a nice vibe to it.
Yeah. Yeah, then we got Batman 139, which does have a really nice cover actually as well. It's got like a Batman using a torch to look at a wall, but the green and yellow kind of lighting of the color scheme is very striking. So that's cool. Batman 140 solicited for the start of December. Cool, I guess. Zarski's doing a Joker story, so we'll see how he handles that. Obviously, we've been very mixed on his run thus far.
We won't see it because we won't be reading it.
I think we'll see what it's like. I mean, maybe after the Catwoman crossover thing, we'll dip back in and see how it's going. We got Nightwing 108 solicited. Very good. Art by Stephen Byrne on this issue. So Redondo's got at least an issue off.
A little break.
Catwoman 59 is solicited. So yeah.
Still Teeny Howard.
It's part 1 of a new arc, so she'll be there for at least another few issues. Yeah. We got Poison Ivy issue 16, along with 17 for the start of December. So I'm sure you're excited by that.
Yep. We got Takara back on art, it looks like, so yeah.
Yeah. Birds of Prey issue 3 solicited for November, and then issue 4 solicited for December. Excited to see that. I am digging, particularly issue 4 has Barda and what looks to be Wonder Woman fighting on the cover, and that seems like fun to me. So very good. We got Harley Quinn issue 34. We have the Penguin issue 4. We got Batman and Robin issue 3. there's always this weird period of time when a book's been solicited and it's not started yet, and we get to issue 3 in the solicits where I'm like, oh, that's a thing that exists, but I don't remember it yet because it's not actually started coming out yet. That's where this book lies. Batman Brave and the Bold issue 7 is here. We got Batman Superman World's Finest issue 21, and it looks like we're getting some Kingdom Come stuff on that cover.
Yep.
If I was to make any guesses.
Yep.
Batman Beyond Neo Gothic issue 5, The Flash issue 3. That's a cool cover of Flash, actually.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then we got Amazon's Attack issue 2. This is the Josie Campbell series that I'm actually pretty pumped to check out when it comes. With Mary Marvel as one of the main characters. Very good. We got Wonder Woman issue 3. I'll tell you this, all of the comic creators on Twitter who have read it early, have read the first 2 issues, are all praising it. They're all saying good things. Gail Simone was praising it. So obviously we're excited to try the first issue next month. But yeah, so very cool. Also, that target behind her makes it look there's a Captain America shield behind her, doesn't it?
It does.
On the cover, yeah. Justice Society of America issue 9. Very different cover style for this issue compared to what the books had, because Mikel Yanin's still the interior artist, but the cover's different.
You know what though? It's got Black Canary and Liberty Bell front and center. So, well, front, not center. Wonder Woman's in the center, but you know what I meant.
It seems like it's to your taste. I think that's fair to say. We got Jay Garrick, The Flash issue 2. So
he's fighting a Doomsday Bear. I don't like that.
Do you know what? I didn't really put any thought into it, but you're right. I would describe this creature as Doomsday, but crossed over with a bear.
Yeah.
That is exactly what that is.
Don't like that.
We have Alan Scott Green Lantern issue 2, and he's in Arkham Asylum apparently, going by that cover. It's a very nice cover as well, actually. It's very moody, very pretty. So that's cool. And then we got Wesley Dodds' The Sandman issue 2 by Robert Venditti, and unfortunately, Riley Rosmo on art.
I keep forgetting this book's coming out, and I get excited because it's Venditti doing pulpy, and then I see the artist, and I get sad. But I'm still going to read it.
So am I. I'm definitely going to try issue 1 because I'm interested in a Sandman.
Because I keep reminding myself I really did like the Batman Shadow crossover that Rosmo did the art for
in 2017.
So, yes, but hopefully he can channel some of that, not some of the other stuff.
6 years ago.
Yes.
He did one thing that Matt didn't hate 6 years ago, and he's clinging to hope.
Because his art wasn't that egregious yet. You know, he didn't get the super loopy style as of yet. So, yeah.
I believe the kids call that copium, Matt.
Oh, sure. Whatever. You got any more of it?
Sure. Got all the I'll give you all the copium you can handle. We got Superman issue 8. Cool. Gleb Melenkov's on the art of this one. So Jamal Campbell's still doing the cover, but I wonder if he's just on a break or if he's actually off doing regular art on the book. I don't know, but worth pointing out. Superman Lost issue 8.
Oh yeah, this is the book.
Yep, 8 of 10. Well, we've both dropped this now, so
yeah.
There it is. Action Comics 1059 with a really interesting cover. What looks like Steel is about to hit some Superman-esque dude in metal armor.
Maybe, or he's swinging on the people in the front. Look like ninjas or something.
I don't know. It looks like he's about to pull a heel turn on.
Yeah, but I definitely think they're on this. They're meant to be on the same side.
They probably are, but it looks like he's about to side, swipe this guy from behind. I mean, it's probably just Superman who's been given an armor suit for some reason, but my first thought when I looked at it though was like like Cyborg Superman got an upgrade or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think it is just Superman in a suit of armor for some reason. Power Girl issue 3. That's coming as well. We got Green Lantern issue 5. It's a very pretty cover on that actually.
Yes, it is. God, I can't wait to get back to this book.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that the Night Terrors tie-ins are done.
Yeah, it's Hal looking up at a villain, but there's like jets flying overhead and like just fire behind them.
Yeah, it looks real cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Green Lantern War Journal issue 3. This is the John Stewart book written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, which I'm pretty pumped for as well. I didn't love the backup he was doing, but we all suspected that was more to do with it being a backup and not having much page count and all that. Shazam issue 5, also with a very nice cover. So it's just a simple, Billy turning into Shazam cover, but it's nice. Dan Moore is still on art. Very excited for that. Shazam issue 6 also solicited for the start of December. By the way, what's the bet in that Nick solicits? I forget that we've already had the solicits for all the week 1 books, and I'm like, where's Shazam? Where's Batman?
I'll definitely take that bet that you forget.
I probably will. Blue Beetle issue 3 is out. When we got Blue Beetle issue 4 solicited for December. We have Fire and Ice, Welcome to Smallville issue 3, as well as issue 4 solicited for December. We have Hot Girl issue 5, Steelworks issue 6, Cyborg issue 5, Green Arrow issue 6. Yeah, this is one of these ones that I kind of forgot about because Night Terrors got in the way.
Yep.
And because the memories weren't that fond, my brain just let it go. So there you go. Oh, we got our typical 80-page anthology special for Christmas. So this is out. It's actually week 2 of December, but I guess they're soliciting this in advance so people can jump on it. So this is DC's 'Twas the Might Before Christmas.
As in Batmite.
As in Batmite, yes. So it's an 80-page book. It's got stories by Natalie Abrams, Michael W. Conrad, Josh Trujillo, Ethan Sachs, Zipporah Smith, Rob Levin, Sholly Fish. That sounds like a made-up name. And Gillian Grant. So
Sholly Fish was one of Morrison's up-and-coming writers.
Ah, okay.
They did a lot of the backups in Action Comics. I think there was a Jimmy story back in the New 52 era. So, yeah. But I think primarily they've also been doing a lot of those young adult graphic novels that come out. So, kind of seems perfect for that. But yeah, reading through this seems like typical Bat. I was reading the word Batmite. Typical DC super Christmassy stuff.
Yeah, I mean the chances of us reading this on a normal week are basically next to 0. So
yeah, and it is interesting too that Michael Conrad's not listed with his usual co-writer. Why am I drawing a blank on her name?
Becky Cloonan.
So that's cool. Might be his chance to do it. Show what he's fully capable of on his own. But yeah.
So then we got Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Red issue 5. We have Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham issue 2. This is a curious one. This is the Raphael Rampa book that's coming in. It's the prestige size 4-issue book. I'm curious to check that out when it lands because it seems like maybe kind of I don't know if it's officially Black Label, but it feels effectively like a Black Label book. We got Batman City of Madness issue 2. This is the Christian Ward
yes, buddy
book. Looking forward to that as well. Oh, do you know what? There's so many good books, or books that look good, that, maybe we won't be reading Batman in December. It's possible. I
mean, the main title Batman, but we'll still be finding places to read Batman.
I mean, a lot of these minis are Batman. There's a lot of Batman here. We'll be fine. Adventure Comics 260 Facsimile Edition. Same with All-Star Comics 3. Same with Batman issue 5. What's special about Batman issue 5? Is that the first appearance of someone?
I believe so. Featuring the first appearance of the Batmobile, packed with thrills, chills, double crosses galore. This issue also contains 2 more adventures of the dynamic duo, the Book of Enchantment, the Case of the Honest Crook.
Well, it says the remolded Golden Age Batmobile, which implies that it's just a different Batmobile. So it's not necessarily the first Batmobile, it's just I don't know, they're stretching it there if they're looking for reasons to do issues. Doom Patrol 99 Facsimile, Wonder Woman issue 1 from the 40s Facsimile, and then we got some of these young adult graphic novels. We got Batman Asylum. Sorry. I just said that autopilot. It's Barkham Asylum, and it's dog versions of Bat villains. So take that pretty well. Danger Street issue 11's all the way down here for some reason, even though that will probably be the most important book of the month.
That's a weird spot for it, right?
It is weird. But that's out mid-November, regardless. The penultimate issue, meaning that the final issue will be a Christmas treat in December.
Ugh.
So that's fun. Fables 162, The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing 12, Wildcats issue 12. There we got Looney Tunes 275, Scooby Doo Where Are You 125, World's Finest Teen Titans 5. I get that they're in alphabetical order, although Danger Street wasn't for some reason.
No.
But yeah, this feels like we're really far down the list now for some of these. But yeah,
this Doc Shaner cover.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's very good cover.
No, that's a Somni cover. I'm sorry.
Somni. This is it's Batman and Robin. I mean, the Titans are in the background, but it's a Batman and Robin cover, effectively.
It's very moody. I like it.
Yeah. So, and then we go down to the trades and collections. I think we got Tales of the Amazons. We got Absolute Justice League: The World's Greatest Superheroes by Alex Ross and Paul Dini. I
feel like this is a book that will never be out of print. Because they just keep doing new versions of it.
Yeah. I've not read it, funnily enough.
Yeah, no, it's more of, I think, an art showcase than anything, and Steeny kind of doing his, basic storytelling of their, if not their origins, what makes them pop as characters. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've read any of these.
Yep. It's Batman War on Crime, Shazam Power of Hope.
I've read Justice, but I didn't think that counted as one of these. Because that's a full 12-issue series, but whatever. We got Batman Volume 6 Abyss, which was Williamson's last arc, I think. Batman Shadow of the Bat House of Gotham, which is a story from Detective Comics 1047 to 1058. Oh, yeah.
That's the one that we really liked, right? That follows the kid.
Oh yeah, that's Rosenberg's backups. Yeah. Oh, okay.
With Fernando Blanco on the art. Oh, I'm gonna buy this for sure.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought this was like an old collection of some old material.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This might be my favorite thing that Rosenberg's written for DC as a story.
It's up there. It's absolutely up there. We got Batman Shadows of the Bat, The Tower, which is obviously just the Tower storyline. We got Black Adam Volume 2, East of Egypt. We got DC Power, A Celebration hardcover, DC vs. Vampires Volume 1 softcover, Nightwing Volume 2. Oh.
I'd say just buy the DC vs. Vampires Volume 1. Don't even worry about Volume 2.
Nightwing Volume 2 softcover, and that's it.
That's it.
So yeah, short collection section this month, but hey, we ain't complaining.